Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. We need to do an aspect of Eos run for the torches here. A, because it's been absolutely forever since I did one, and B, because Super Benny has asked how to use this aspect. It's actually on an old video, but nevertheless, Super Benny, hope you get to see this one. So, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward sometimes. Your Omega attack fires a Daybreaker that deals damage to the area around it every 2 seconds. Daybreaker blast damage 150. I mean, it's as simple as when you enter a chamber, get your Omega attack out, let it start doing some work. It copies your specials in case you don't know, including your Omega special. So ideally, you'd walk into a chamber, you fire your Omega attack, then your Omega special, then you also just spam the special while those two things are kind of happening until it's time to fire a new Omega attack. We're going to, of course, get a run going, but that is the bread and butter, but that's probably not what you needed to know, I guess, right? What you probably actually need to know is more so, what do you build for, or something like that? You know, what kind of boons do you aim for, and there's kind of a lot that works, but I guess the simplest breakdown is put an on-hit effect on your special slot. Zeus, Poseidon, maybe even Hestia are good choices there. And put a percentage boon on your attack, preferably. I mean, these aren't hard and fast rules, but those are probably the simple and easiest way to do it. So you could do Aphrodite or Apollo on your attack, for instance. Because the Omega attack, the burst from the Daybreaker, that blast damage there, is quite high. So if you multiply that by, say, an Aphrodite boon, then that's going to be pretty good. So here you might say, oh, just take the attack. It's a higher rarity. It deals more blitz damage. It's probably better on the special overall, though, here. Because you're just going to be hitting more rapidly than the attack. You'll make sure you're actually going to be hitting multiple foes with it and things like that. So the special is actually the choice here, I do think. Very good. So Zeus, we'd like to see in practically any build. But a particularly one like this, it just suits very well. So after this, I mean, we're using the jeweled palm thing here, so we're just gonna have to see what gets offered and take the best that we can get. Is that like a commercial or something? Clean coil, whirling helix. I think I like clean coil here. Channeling the Omega special faster and making it cheaper is good, particularly at the beginning of the run here. I think we're actually just gonna take a palm over the max magic. We might need that max magic, and I might regret that, but we're just gonna have to see, right? Ding. We can always just skip out on the Omega special, so if the chamber's getting kind of long, save up for the Omega attack. Conserve, at least a little bit. Get the Daybreaker back out and start spamming the regular special. Okay, so we do need magic regen pretty badly. Definitely want to go to the shop here, see what we can find. You're always guaranteed a boon here of some kind. Interesting, actually. So. We probably buy everything out here. So I think we start with the random palm. We make sure we hit this. I mean, the Zeus boons scale really well with palms. So, like, never really goes down. I guess we'll check this next. Apollo. So we said his attack is decent. We didn't get offered it. But Lucid Gain is a great magic regen. Absolutely amazing in almost any circumstance, and it just works very well here. It's absolutely, you know, this just solves magic. We don't have to worry about it, essentially. Also gonna take that max health. Fighting skill is scary. I mean, Hef's attack would be really cool here. We have dual palm on, so it's more likely to be at a decent cooldown, right? But Static Shock is a really strong boon from Zeus. Double Strike is a very strong boon from Zeus. The Zeus suite is generally good. It's kind of tough. Not to mention, Hef, like, is not going to give you origination early on. Hef is one of those gods where, since I can't guarantee that the attack is going to be a low enough cooldown, I don't know if it's really worth gambling when Zeus is probably just a safer choice here. If we had Zagreus' keepsake, that would be a different story. We got some tough choices here. Static Shock, I go down to only 45 max magic, but that is doable. Double Strike. Double Strike is really strong here. The thing is, I'm thinking about the rarities. We could get Double Strike later and potentially use something like Zagreus' keepsake to increase that rarity, and thus get a better percentage. Whereas Static Shock will do a lot early on, might fall off a bit later though. This is a mini boss, so we'll get increased rarities from this. Priming that much magic, I don't think it'll really be an issue for the most part. I can't even tell where Tony is. Tony's over here, apparently. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but if we take something that increases our magic uses at all, it might be a bit spicy. I didn't take the Night Arcana, I just realized, which I'd probably say is a good choice. Okay, we're probably not going to do an air quality thing. In a H-Zone Dream Dive run, by the way, we are, of course, using that mod because I'm just absolutely addicted to it. You probably don't really want to count on air quality ever because we hope to get enough global damage boosts to where nothing is going to hit below 50 after everything. So that's just not something you'd want to count on, unfortunately. So Electric Overload is probably good. Storm Ring is a really nice boon, but I kind of want to save the cast off for something else potentially. I'd like to know where we're getting origination from before that. We'll take Electric Overload, which is okay. It's okay. We could, if Hef comes back, we could go for that Buo boon. So we have max health. We have $100. And we have a random palm. The most value you could get here is the max health. In fact, I think I'm probably gonna do that. Honestly. Yeah, I think so. Because max health costs a certain amount. Oh, you can transform this. We're actually gonna skip this Chaos Gate. We're just too close to Skilla. And if we get a really bad curse, like forced to take a curse that is unenjoyable, it's not gonna work out, unfortunately. Alrighty, my friends. Okay, just checking out what the exits have here. Breath of Arrows is, I mean, $15 to block hit, so I think I'm just gonna take it. I think I am gonna check these doors. Because if we get offered, like, more Zeus, you probably want to go for that. I was gonna say, maybe we do the Hef thing. We do. I'm not certain if Master Conductor is gonna be that good in the long term if we get that going on. I wouldn't hate checking Hef to see if Hef can give me a decent attack. If it's not, then we just take something else from him. It's not a bad choice. I don't think I take the Hermes. We also just don't have that much money. Stack Shock #1 in the meters. Well, there that goes. Well, Trusty Shield is a nice boon, right? I don't have to have magic. Luckily, this isn't a Born Gain build. My opinion of Born Gain was really high. It still is. It still is. But generally speaking, something like Lucid Gain is just an easy-to-use, worry-free magic regen. It's only if you're using extreme amounts of magic that it could even really be an issue. I'm talking extreme. Get her, come on. I'm probably going to show my frustration around Eos just kind of wandering around the arena and not exactly doing what I hope. Okay. Ow. Trying to make sure that Blitz is constantly on our enemies here, even if I'm not cracking it early. Wow. I wonder if this is a decent build for something like Arc Flash. I've never... It's really hard to tell if Arc Flash is ever actually worth it over whatever other Zeus boons are on offer. Okay, and we're good. I think now's a decent time. And no doubt, if you watch a lot of my videos, you've probably heard discussions of like this before. No doubt about it. Blitz #1, Static Shock #2, then the Omega Special. Okay. Okie dokie. But maybe it's time for us to have like a more concise discussion around Hades 3. That's right. No. There is no announcement of Hades 3. There's no hint at Hades 3. We have no idea if they're going to make a Hades 3. We just simply do not know. Put on Xanthras' keepsake here. More Hef wouldn't be a bad idea. Archaic Seal. If I had a bit more cash, I would probably do it. And just hold on to it for a while. We don't know what Superman's going to make next. They are tight-lipped. They always have been, always will be. We did not know Hades 2 was even being made until it was announced. I think it was December of 2022? It's not a bad time for Selene, and I don't think I need that max magic. So it was over 2 years after Hades 1 came out until we knew what the hell Supergiant was working on next. I had no clue. So you can probably count on being left in the dark unless it somehow their next project is much smaller in scale, which I guess is a possibility. So in other words, we got some time. Twilight Curse with a lot of Zeus. Okay, I like it. I like it. I'm just gonna go max health here, I think, now. We don't know what they're gonna work on. We don't really have a lot of, like, well, they did this and historically that and that sort of thing. Like, we can look at their previous games and try to come up with something, but I mean, it's any person's guess. I famously was quoted many times as saying, I don't think they're going to make a Hades 2. Doesn't seem like what they're interested in. I don't know. My creativity is rather low compared to what they have, I guess. So I couldn't envision what they could add on to the game, to a game like Hades 1. Ooh, a big tipsy shot. Everyone puts his boon down. Drunken Super is pretty good here. It's pretty good. It doesn't stack, which is kind of too bad. I like Tipsy Shot. I'm going to rarefy it. 750 damage. That's a lot. That is a lot. You can't deny that it's not a lot. I think I just take more max health here. The Path of Stars isn't a bad choice, but I know there's lob time on the Tipsy Shot. But I bet you're going to see it popping pretty hard here. Unless I do that. You might say, oh, but now Lucid Gain got worse. It's like, not really. Although I do keep missing the enemies. Maybe I'm going to regret my choice soon. It's already hitting for 900. And I still don't have Origination. Oh my god, is this Athena or what? Is this Athena or what? It is. Oh, what do you know? Maybe we could get Task Force here or something. That'd be kind of neat. Did not get Task Force. Mental Block. Righteous Pike. Don't want to rarefy any of these things. Righteous Pike, we're not really spending enough magic, so I kind of just have to take Mental Block here then. More Zeus is good, though. I do need Origination here, game. I have 3 different gods. More Apollo could make that happen, for sure. Okay. We want Double Strike. What else do we want near, maybe? Not much else. Maybe Arc Flash. You definitely don't want to take the attack. Ooh, crap. So Air Quality does a little something for now. Okay, I think we do take Storm Ring, and we kind of gamble. I'm not going to rarefy, I think. We're going to gamble on getting, like, Apollo's Blinding Rush or something in the future. Because at this point, yeah, I think there's a keen possibility of just being all set for that. Whoa, how are you hitting me like that? Why does nothing stagger you? We're at 6 wind already. You could do a big hasty retreat and you would have a good time, but I'm gonna go tall order. And assume that this will be okay. More max health, huh? Yeah, I just don't think the Path of Stars is a priority. It's not going to help us versus bosses so much. Not much, at least. Maybe if I had gotten that Athena boon, but we did not. Whoa. Alright, trying to discuss Hades 3. I know a lot of people are like, oh, what if they do a different mythology? It's like, what if, you know? There's plenty of Greek space out there, is the thing. And I don't know if it's the wisest idea to just mimic what God of War is doing. You know what I mean? And be called a copycat or something like that. I don't know. The truth is, whatever they put out, I'm going to play it. It's going to be pretty hard to mess it up, right? But I'm not really on the bandwagon of I want to see different mythologies from them, per se. I guess we don't transform that. Nice. More on the special. We'll buy that. We'll buy that. We're not going to expedite anything. Hera. Okay, Hera's fine. Hera's good? Hera good. You can even go for a King's Ransom Jazzerino, which requires me to take a brief reminder here. I know this is all my personal opinion. I have no actual information, so if you're hoping on information on what Supergiant's going to make next, what their next game's going to be, if it's going to be Hades related or not, I have no actual information, I'm afraid. So it's really just going to be all about my opinion. Very slowly over the next hour, probably still. Okay, so we cannot get set up for the duo boon. We can just take the attack and solve origination, and I think that's good. I'm still not going to rarefy. I'm saving those for the good times. The good times. But yeah, having origination for this fight in particular is going to be good. Ow. Give him the hex for practically no reason. Okay. I'm seeing middle, top. 1, 2, and 3. Can I do it? Eventually did it. Wah! Okay. Very good. Smooth. So what do I want to see from them? Not that you care that much, but I think there's a part of me, like, I'd be super happy for another Hades game of whatever variety, and there is space for it, I think. I think there is some space for it, at least. Sometimes it can be hard for me to imagine that they're going to come up with a new system for a Hades game that is as transformative as the systems added from Hades 1 to Hades 2, if that sentence made any sense. Like, they added Omegas. I think that's the biggest combat difference between the first and second game, is the adding of Omegas. You kind of swapped out the call system for the hex system, I would argue. So that's not a giant difference. I have 571, but I think we are going to use Crolex here. More Path of Stars, more boons, okay. So that's kind of a big difference. So how would they add a whole new mechanic and system? So because you kind of got to keep the Omegas, I feel, almost, if they make a third game, but also add on another layer somehow. It's like, oh, it sounds difficult, you know? It kind of sounds difficult. I'm not someone also, like, what some of the main features usually requested is like co-op or something, and I guess I don't really get anything out of co-op personally. I don't really have big desires to play with other people that as much. You know, I just want a strong single-player game with lots of replayability. That's my priority personally. I'd say most of the time when I do play a co-op game, I wouldn't say I get necessarily a lot more enjoyment out of having another person there with me. It's possible, but that's me, I guess. Yeah. I see a lot of pressure, like any kind of single-player game, and you hear a very loud group as saying, you gotta add co-op, you gotta add co-op, you gotta add co-op, we need co-op, that kind of thing. It's like, you know, just kind of I'm more like, just let them make a good game, you know what I mean? Let them make a good game. Sunburst is convenient, but I don't know if it's actually that useful. Nothing really affects Eos here, the actual Daybreaker that floats around the room, as far as I can tell. Like the Furious Blaze? I mean, it's a good question, but I think Sunburst is really all you can do there, but I'm actually not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. If you got info, let me know. Whenever a Morph-afflicted foe is slain, blast is dealt. X deals plus 120 damage. Okay, we're gonna go this way and start heading towards the God Sense. More boons? Okay. Do I want to recycle any of them? I still wouldn't mind Blinding Rush from Apollo here. Although, if I do want to do... If I want to do King's Ransom, I should try to get Hera. I need to get Hera's Dash. Not just try, I have to get Hera's Dash here. I think it would be kind of funny if we did this. So I think I'm going to take that. And then we could increase some of these. Yeah. Oh, whoops, I did it in the wrong order. Nyarm. So yeah, it's hard for me to imagine the kinds of things that they could add to the game, because they set the bar quite high, don't they? They set the bar very high for what they do add to a game. Extra dose. How does that work? Do I have success rate as a possibility even right now? I never took double strike. Actually, I don't think I do. I think I'm going to take extra dose kind of just because of that. It's also 7th wind. Well, these are all wind, but... Okay, an 8th wind would be useful here, maybe. We did not get offered any wind. And I guess it's just light smite. But I think it's generally good anyway. I'm going to go shopping. Hef is kind of off the table now. We're kind of not interested in Hef anymore. Rest in pepperonis. Kind of don't want King's Ransom yet. It's a bit early. We want to get double strike before we take King's Ransom. Oh my. Well, none of those happened. Power Surge is not great, so I guess it's shocking loss. There we go. Tall Order is now on. Those stink. Electric Overload. We'll get some more Hera. We really want double strike beforehand. Whether or not that's going to happen, whether or not I'm going to get any of this doesn't matter. I'm not sure about. Shocking loss. Still not purging anything yet. It's for later, though, you know. Sun Worshipper, I don't think you take it. I know King's Ransom is unlocked. There's something weird about duo boons, like it might get purged by King's Ransom, it might not. It might be okay because Hera's offering it. I forget the deal, though. But I'm not that convinced by Sun Worshipper either way. Earthray Bane isn't horrible. I'm going to do Bridal Glow. Damn it! Nexus Rush is not what I wanted to have it hit, to say the least. Ow. So I guess you could say, I don't care if there's co-op in the next game. I mean, I'm not going to get upset if there's co-op as long as the rest of the game is good, obviously. But he can't help but wonder, when you add a system like that to a game, right? You're trading something. There's always going to be a trade. It's nothing is for free. You know? Nothing is for free. So they spend development time on one thing. It means that they didn't spend that development time on another thing potentially for us. Yeah. I'm gonna pick up all these. Even the palm? I think even the palm. I'm gonna do more of that. Arachne. I guess I shouldn't. Arachne not great since it's all temporary, I'd say. I'm not holding it. Any dresses at this rate, it seems to me. Alright, so to sum up how I feel, don't care about co-op. I'd rather they focus elsewhere, even, if possible. I don't think, I mean, if they decide to, for some reason, call it Hades, but then go to a different mythology, I guess, like, okay, but there's a part of me that just thinks that maybe we're better off just making a new game, new franchise, new something instead. I think I might do Winner's Circle here. Don't think I rarefy. It allows me to throw the tipsy a little bit more often. I don't think it's worth rarefying, though. We're going to purge this. So I told you what I don't really want or care about, I guess. What do I want? I think there's like a lot of genres that they could do well. I mean, practically anything, right? I think that these games are kind of close to action RPGs in a way. Purge. Raid of Atlas. Quite cheap. That's not bad, but it's not that useful for us. How's our health? Fine. I don't think I even buy the breath then. I'm gonna go here, see what we can buy potentially over the max health, because we have a decent chunk. More hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah. proper upbringing is on, which would be nice, and it would get purged by King's Ransom someday. Means Winter Circle goes up. Means Static Shock goes up. Lucid Gain, and those will stay up permanently also. Hereditary Bane is a nice boon though, but if half-assumedly, I should say, we might not keep it. I guess I'm gonna go proper upbringing, because it actually does something permanently. Static Shock +1. Okay, lovely. Lovely. I've always thought, like... we need someone else to make more Diablo-esque games that is not Activision Blizzard. You got the Path of Exile, which no doubt is a great game. Or great games even at this point, I'm realizing. They're very popular. I guess I'm kind of interested to see Supergiant's take on that. So if I were to pick something, like, I think that would be a pretty solid choice, personally. Not you. Where are you aiming, Melly? Where'd she go? Oh, do I have frog? I do. Ooh, close one. Oh, we can go ahead and Twilight Curse here. Very good. Ow. Zone 3. I can kind of tell it's you because you moved a little bit before you came after me. Very good. What's with that weird howl when you beat Hecate? I never really noticed it before until that very moment.
I used to dream of such moments, and still do.
Like, I'm thinking back to the days of Diablo 2 and Torchlight and everything. In like a single-player Diablo-esque game, I think they could do really well here with some of the systems that some of the things that they tried out and stuff. With like proper skill trees and whatever twists they might have. I want to... well, we can't rarefy anything anymore, can we? That's too bad. Since we have no more commons. That's in the dirt. In the dirt. I guess we're going to put on Moonbeam to get that Twilight Curse all the way up. We don't sell this in case of King's Ransom later. Yarn. Yarn. I really want Double Strike. Don't think I buy that Yarn. So ideally we would get 2 more Zeus boons. One would give us Double Strike, and the second one would give us King's Ransom. And perhaps a Hera boon or 2 still before both of those things happen. Okay. There is Arc Flash too, but don't think I care as much about that. Okay, we got 8 to spend here. Hex has a 30% chance to turn one foe into an item that restores 10 health. Don't really care about that. Hex lasts longer. Okay, good enough. We got plenty of hexages now. Where are we going? Let's see, 1 Zeus. 3 Apollo. Jesus. 4 Apollo. My God. Okay. If we get offered King's Ransom now, or in the very near future. These aren't great. I'm gonna try a Harm for the Afflicted, but I think it sucks. Kinda feel like it sucks. We're gonna grab Hera. Then we're probably gonna grab Zeus. I might just take a King's Ransom. Thus freeing us up to take 1,000 Apollo boons and maybe get his legendary? Question mark? Get him, Tipsy Shot. Uncommon Grace is excellent. I am thinking about the Rarefy here. I guess not, since I'm probably purging this. Someday. We'd love to get it back, though. It's good in the meantime. So yeah, it's probably gonna be... how long's it been now? Since, Wow, it's actually been almost a year since Hades 2 came out in 1.0, huh? But we probably got, you know, another year or two before we hear about their next project, unless it's smaller in scope, and thus we'll have a quicker turnaround time, which I guess is a possibility. I suppose so. The Purge. I don't have other big ideas. I think that, I mean, I'm a fanboy. Come on. I mean, just look at me. Lord, look at what I'm doing right now. I'm a fanboy. So I have quite a large amount of confidence that whatever Supergiant chooses to do is going to be done well. Loved every single game they've ever put out. They've all been a unique experience. And that was sort of one of the things I liked about them, is that almost that feeling that prior to the Hades games, at least. Okay, we got Double Strike at least. But now we have to wait on King's Ransom. So let's grab this B-Boy. We have rarefied it also. The confidence that whatever they put out, I can pick it up. It's going to be new and unique experience. It'll be thoroughly enjoyable. I was kind of interested in the Apollo thing, but now, yeah. Now that no King's Ransom. But yeah, but since they made a sequel to Hades 1, it meant that that guarantee of a new unique experience wasn't quite what it was in the past. Obviously, I'm very happy with the outcome, nevertheless. What'd that say? Oh, it said compel. And it worked out, you know, but you do worry, you know, you keep iterating on the same franchise. It feels like it's going to be hard to keep those creative juices flowing. Not to mention, you're always guaranteed the art and the music, the voice acting, the dialogue, the story. Like, everything's going to be top-notch here, right? You always have that guarantee with them, at least. Yeah. God, I cannot tell what the hell's going on right now. Destroy the pylons. Ow. Guy hit me quite a bit. Blitz number 1. I could have recycled this. Maybe I should have. These all kind of stink. I obviously don't have a lot of max magic. Maybe I should get some. Because the other two are just not enticing, like, at all. I don't really like security system as a boon. Maybe I should just grab the max magic and we skip Apollo. Maybe I even recycle it, but I have a decent amount of money still. Yeah, and we still haven't seen the Rift of Thessaly, and there's always shit to recycle there. Okay. I think I'm just going to take this instead of going for more Apollo, because this legendary kind of isn't plausible right now. Is it? It's that excitement of the unknown that really entices me here. Where I don't know what they're going to make next. And that excites me more than just possibly knowing, like, they're just going to make another game of the same franchise. Whoa. It's interesting because a lot of people... I've seen this talked about in, like, the subreddit and other places. I think they kind of misconstrue, like, oh, Supergiant is a roguelike maker. What's the next roguelike they're going to make? What kind of format is the next roguelike going to be? It's like, that wasn't really the case for quite a while. And then, so the question is, do I want them to make another roguelike? Ooh. And that's where I actually might differ from some of the other hardcore fans. Because I would say, kind of yes. But. There's a big but here. Is it time? It might be time. There it is. I guess we're doing it. The only boon we're potentially missing is Arc Flash, which is kind of whatever anyway, I think. Boom! Proper upbringing, inactive, plus 20 to our Zeus boons. 450 on that bad boy. 150%, 69, nice. 75% of stack shock. I don't need to buy this wind. Proper upbringing did get purged, right? I think so. It said inactive, which nearly confused me. But now I don't really have origination. I think we have light smite to potentially activate it if I get hit. But who cares when you get all this hot dog and damage? Boing. Woo! Look at him go, baby! I poisoned? Couldn't quite tell. Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. I would still take an arc flash at this junction. We gotta see if we can sell King's Ransom, because you can get it back. Potentially.
Take me away.
But now the higher priority is just, we gotta get a second curse more reliably out there. We still have Krogalex, 1 use. We have 3 uses of Zag's keepsake still, so I really don't want to switch to a god keepsake and lose all that. I guess I'm gonna egg? Egg! Creation. Which one's creation? I don't know. +3 to all the elements. Oh, including ether. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. I actually didn't know that ether was part of that. I guess I'll pay for that Path of Stars, but... Huh. Ether, huh? I didn't know that Chaos gave you ether. I might be willing to keep that, because maybe we could find a Chaos Gate and get the Chanted Fusion. Means we'd want some more Bua boons. That could be interesting. Because Omegas, we do use Omegas. I mean, it's probably going to be completely circumvented by the amount of blitz damage we're dealing now, but... Right. So yeah, if they chose to make another roguelike, I'd probably be more happy. However, yes, I have a bias, as you can imagine. Hestia. You could add Hestia to the pool. You could take her attack. It's not ideal, though, probably. She has a couple of other okay boons as well. Dual boons. She does have a dual boon with Zeus, which ain't bad. Wouldn't really want her dash, though. Don't think she's ideal. I might skip. To see if they give us, like, another god or something. I mean, when you're a content creator and you keep making this, you know, videos about the same games, replayability is great. I can't lie. I can't lie. It's great to have replayability. It's the ones I gravitate to, for surezies. Not gonna purge that. Whirling Helix, Rising Helix. I think it's Whirling Helix. I'm imagining. Ow. But yeah, another roguelike. But, you know, dare I say turn-based? Dare I say I know a lot of people are spitting right now. Card game? Ew. Doesn't have to be a card game, really. I mean, replace the word boon with card, and Hades is a card game. More Zeus, huh? There's really just Arc Flash, which is okay. But is that really better than triple Palms? I can't imagine. Maybe we can get Pom 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 for once here. Oh shit, that exploded fast. Immune. Got him. I think, you know, the Hades combat, again, the bigger issue for me is how do we evolve this? How do we expand on it? And I'm worried that we can't. Suck. Jesus. That's bad luck. My God, that is bad luck here. I don't think extra dose really does anything. Maybe I should have just purged this. Well, it's complete, so it won't come back. Like, any Zeus boon there would have been funny, right? Poseidon now. Anvil. Ugh. Elements. This is kind of bad. I can spend my last rarefies here. It's not great, though. We need more heft to get origination going. It's not the worst, but yeah, it's not great. I think I'd rather just take martial art, which means no origination, but either way, I'm not going to have origination. Poseidon's not going to give me origination either. Man, that sucks. Martial art upgraded. I don't think martial art is actually that good, but... Put Poseidon in the pool. It's a bit late for a sea star. A bit late. Buried treasure, I don't think we're interested in the anvil that much. You could. I guess our hammers aren't that cool. This will be interesting. Whirling Helix was lost, and instead we got 2 other helixes. Rising Helix, they grow in size. Melting Helix deals more damage to armor. Yeah, am I regretting not taking the Hestia? I don't know, maybe. We still have Kronos on the table. Do I have an example of, like, a game that I'd like to see more of? When I say card game, I don't necessarily think, like, give me another Balatro. There's plenty of those. But, like, a tactical game, you know? With the Supergiant style. Ooh, baby. Very good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking pretty good so far, right? Ding. Damn it. Bad. Bad Typhon. Oh, God. You got me. Got him. Something about the slowdown there during the Hex cast makes it really, like, devastate a big enemy like Typhon it almost looked. Armor of the Afflicted is actually 4th? Wow. Kinda surprised. Kinda surprised. So I was really hoping to get more Apollo boons now, but that didn't happen. I still haven't filled in our 5th god slot since with this mod on, the game tries to offer you a 5th new god. Ow. Oh! Okay, that was bad. Ow, the balls. Bum 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 bum. Get it! Although, where are you going? Whatever. Whatever.
Getting somewhere.
I'm curious. What do y'all want next from them? And it's understandable. There's nothing wrong with wanting a Hades 3 here. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to keep this chasm from chaos. It's interesting. For creation, even. +3 to all elements. So we're going to go ahead and take the chaos keepsake off now. Still have Zag Jazz. So, concave stone? It's kind of weird. Sorry you can't read it. Could be slightly dangerous. Slightly bad. Does that work if I run into chaos next? That would be fascinating if so. I wasn't aware of that happening. Don't really need the money, it looks to me. Silver wheel is kind of something. We'll gamble on concave stone. And then I'm probably going to immediately forget about concave stone also. I'm actually low on money. Somehow. We didn't get anything that really helps us earn more money. I mean, there was the Krolex bit, but... Rift of Thessaly. Still no Kronos. But we didn't get Sea Star. We didn't get Buried Treasure. We didn't get Quick Buck, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I pick this up instead of recycling? Probably, because this zone tends to give you a bunch of crap anyway. Lucid gain goes up. Oh, God. Do I recycle this? Because we clearly don't need it, but it does give me some max health. Yeah, I think you just keep it. For that purpose, mostly. Icarus. I wonder what co-op would look like for these games. 2 players in 1 chamber, right? And let's say you both pick up the same reward, so it spawns like 2 of them. You're forced to kind of take that. Kind of works. Your special boon gets 5 more levels. Ooh, 5 more, damn. This isn't that good most of the time. I'll take 5 more levels on that. If we get Pom Pom Pom, that's a level 70 boon potentially, which would be very funny. Can we agree? Oh, it's Hermes. Give me a success rate so I can waste all my rarefies here now. This might be my last Hermes boon, because we have 1, 2. Do I get 3 or do I get 4 nowadays? Oh, crap. I'm not sure. We get a quick buck, huh? Don't think I throw out my rarefies hills here still, though. Element doesn't really matter. I guess I just take a little bit of money. Really wanted something to use my rarefies on. I still desperately need origination. I mean, we got by without it. Thus is a big King's Ransom build, right? Oh, I'm actually not getting that much to purge here. Kind of surprised. Okay, I am a patient boy. So let's see. I'm trying to think to myself. I'm trying to picture it in my mind. My noodle. Buy both of those. Force it to take heft from the mini boss. Not Charybdis, you piece of. So you'd finish a chamber. You both get to pick up your rewards. Probably looking at a split screen style. I don't really know how co-op works in most games nowadays. Like what they go for. I don't think you can actually transform these anymore. Ow, ow, ooh. Oh, God. Oh, I'm usually okay at that. Not today. Got 1. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I'm walking in everything. I was watching my hex. Big mistake. Bad Charybdis. Bad Charybdis. Harder than the Skilla fight. You could purge this. You could. It's a lot of money. Do we finally accept this? I think I kind of have to now. I still have 1 rarefy. Sassy, save me. I don't think the Heft Blasts are going to be great here, though. 5 of your active Arcana and upgrade them. The Centaur, the Artificer, Persistence, Origination. If only I had Origination. Persistence. The Furies is good. I wish you could look at this more easily. So I still have 1 more chance with the Artificer now. They added 1. Plus 63% with Origination. Huh. Okay, so we'd like to Artificer something. Doesn't matter what here. Guess that's what I should do next. Apollo, where are you, buddy? We transform that. It's just money anyway. Jesus Christ. Okay, and then we purge this. Okay. I'm trying to picture co-op in this game. And it's not that hard to picture. Would it have to be 2 playable characters? You'd basically have someone can play as Zag, someone can play as Mel. Maybe you could theoretically have them both. Gotta have 2 very different sets of boons for each, though, I would think. Even though you'd be picking up the same gods. Hello? To gold. Ooh, Demeter is fine, actually, here. Damn it. Am I taking this Frigid Rush? Kind of sucks, though. It's a bit late for a common steady growth of all things. All right, fine. Get in here, would you? Sick of it. I'm sick of it. Guess that's what you do? Something like that? Juicy Zeus is back. Master Conductor is in. I don't know if that's actually that good here. It's another Ether if I do see Chaos, though, eventually, which is kind of funny. Although I do have a rarefy for Arc Flash now. God of Keepsakes I kind of don't care about anymore. So I guess I wouldn't bother. Oh, we still have Concave Stone. I just realized. Okay. I did forget about it. I told you I would. Wait, so Concave Stone missed twice? In this zone? You're kidding me. Here it comes. No, not that one! You piece of shit. Guess I have enough money. I should buy that. My health is actually a bit frightening for this fight, I would argue. Big ding dong. Big ding dong. Oh my god, she's super fast. She does not like to stand still. Can't even see her. Okay, I found her. I'm gonna send that out now. It was a mistake. Mistimed it, I guess. Okay, very good. Right about now. Zapper. No, she ran away instantly. Boo. She avoided all that Temper of Zeus damage. And there it both goes. It kind of doesn't matter now. Oh, wow, oh, wow. Yeah, it's not really that hard to imagine these games as co-op, I guess. Or rather, if they made another game to basically make a co-op version. It wouldn't be what I want. Because it would probably have to be, you know... You'd have to recycle a lot of the same boons and gods and zones and areas probably to some degree.
The dream crossroads.
I would think. Do I actually have some common boons now? I have Quick Buck. I thought I had something else. Is it just Quick Buck? I guess verifying Quick Buck is not very enticing then. It appears to just be that. Alright, we'll take the rando hammer. How many hammers is that now? Leaden Blaze. Your attacks to knock foes away and have plus 10 power.
What's for delivery?
We're gonna buy that. That is so cheap. I guess I'm gonna take that too. Blitz was number 1, Stack Shock at number 2. Stormring is doing quite well, which is no surprise either. I don't think Chant would actually be that interesting here. Come on, Pom Pom Pom. Give me a level 70 special boon, please. More Zeus. Well, I can get Master Conductor potentially here again. Certainly don't need this money. Well, shouldn't need it. Shocking. Max health, alright. I see a lot of ideas out there for like the next game, but a lot of them, to be quite frank, aren't exactly what I would call inspired, because it usually just involves combining the first 2 games into one game. It's like, but we have them separately. Well, we have those separately. You want to pay money for this? Divine Vengeance. It's like, put all the zones in one game. It's like, yeah, we do better than that, can't we? Apollo finally showed up. It's a bit late. Cannot swap the attacks because it's already heroic. Whoa, buddy. Transform. Eat it. Died like instantly after that. Tropical Cyclone is here. It's not great, sadly. It's more ether, though, if we do get Chaos. Can I get Chaos at this junction? We have Tartarus. Oh, Kronos is the last one. Okay. Technically possible, though unlikely. Shit. More hammers? So how many hammers am I going to have at this rate? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. I presently have 5. So this is our 6th hammer. Well, it will be my 6th hammer when we go to the next zone, I should say. F Hera money. Yeah, give me Furnace Glow or something here from Hef. That would be great. Ah. Hera has a few things you can still get. Actually, some good shit out there. proper upbringing is back. I think I'd rather just take the extended family here, though. If we had a lot of run left, then I'd probably do the opposite. Woo! Got a little bit of max health down there. Hello? Bum, bum, bum. I have to get every reward. I mean, I guess there's rare occasions where I don't, but it feels like I have to. Yeah. It feels like I have to. Furnace Blast, let's go. That's quite good. It's a big damage increase. Guess we're gonna go shopping, because I don't think we need the max health. This dog's about to get burned, baby. Swap out the dash. These suck. Do I care about Supernova? No, not really. Backburner is kind of funny. I got enough money, I should probably buy that. I think we could actually wind up with even more hammers if we get an anvil. In Tartarus. I believe. I might have to watch the number of chambers we go through in Tartarus to make sure we keep all the hammers, though. Can anvil target experimental hammer, Jazz? I forgot to use the Godsend. Now it feels too late. Got him. Is it down here? No, you tricked me. Whoa. Bad dog. Okay, let's get that on you. We go like that. You're immune, but the Temper of Zeus still does quite a bit. Look at it go. Holy shit. Wow. That dog got melted. Baby. Baby. I don't have a lot of defense. I think I have like Trusty Shield. That's kind of it though.
Shiny.
I ain't got much defense. Our max health is decent. Most runs end up with more though.
Oh wow, you beat Master's dog.
Okay. Oh, that's the end of your sentence? It's kind of surprised was all. Okay. Seems like you just take a knuckle bones in this situation.
What's in the well?
We got enough money to buy some crap here. Fairy voucher has been purchased. Sell King's Ransom. Air quality doesn't do anything, so you could sell that. I guess it might technically do something. Unlike Frigid Rush. Maybe. Enduring Coil gained. Hey, so that is our... I have to count again because they're both down here now, right? Omega Special lasts longer. Lovely. We still never got Hidden Helix. 1, 2. You can tell by the corners here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we could technically get a 7th if we get an anvil. I think. I don't know if there's some kind of protection against getting offered 2 anvils or not. Let's hope not. It's been requested that I try to do like a big hammer run and get like a ton of hammers one run. It's pretty challenging. Like it's a very precise setup to ask for, particularly across 8 zones. We need to have it happen, kind of. You'd have to end up in Morning Fields, and it cannot be your first zone, really. It would probably have to be your 3rd zone. Or rather, you need to be in Morning Fields and you need to be offered your 2nd hammer right before Echo. Does that make sense? So, in other words, it's one of the rewards right before Echo. So you have 1 hammer, you're being offered your 2nd hammer in Morning Fields right before Echo, the chamber right before it. Then you also, in that same chamber, where the hammer is already on the ground, need to use Artificer on a minor reward and get a hammer from that. Thus, you would get 2 hammers in that chamber. Echo would then need to offer you is a gift, like the previous reward that you got. You get another one. So you get 3 hammers in that one zone, basically. So that would put you up to 4 hammers at that time. But even then, that's still not enough. Like, we have 6 here. And then you could get an anvil, maybe 2. Not certain about that, though. Right? Like, that's less than what we have. So in reality, what you'd need to have happen is you'd have to save an artificer for a very late game warning fields. Like, I'm talking zone 5 or later, I think. In the mod. And then you do it there after having 2 hammers. That would bring you up to 5 hammers. And then you get an anvil later on. You can't take the anvil before that moment, though, because it'll push you over the hammer limit. I don't know if any of that made sense. I think it's Unseen Iron here. I don't know if any of that made sense, but... Bum, 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 do. Okay. Well, pretty smooth. We didn't get a mini boss. No anvil. Boo. Boo this game. Don't even know if there's much that Apollo could give me. A rude awakening. It's not great. Damn, 6 ether too. Never had a chance to take another Chaos Gate. I guess a supernova. Alright, one more fight to finish it. I'm happy Kronos is last. This kind of makes it a little bit more climactic, huh? Little bit. It was a very smooth run. I mean, Zeus usually adds quite a bit of smoothness. Never mind the fact that we got a King's Ransom at a very convenient time. I think I gotta try to do some more, like, straight damage runs. No Zeus, no Hestia. How do we make just, like, a big attack or a big special run pop here? But the problem is the solution to that is kind of always the same, which usually involves slow cooker, sadly. Woo! Jeez, he just keeps teleporting. Summoning the stupid bubbles. What's the deal? Darkness. Alright, I'm immune to damage while that's going on. Okay, I sat in there a little too long. I do have my Hex here. I wonder if I should try to use it to get the skip. Whoa! I think we did a little skip there. So now he's gonna try to do it again. I think I would have been killed if I wasn't in the circle there too. Send him over! Damn it. Damn it. Got caught in the bubble. I'm gonna have to eat that so I make sure I don't get hit. Whoa. Bit troublesome. A bit troublesome. Hef-Blast actually not doing too bad, huh? Tipsy shot fell off. I'm willing to admit it. Ah. That's number 12. He's right here. No slowdown is good. That's great for news until I accidentally slipped into that. Get him! Come on, baby! Nice, I got a little snack out of that. Okay, that's half. Here comes the Doppel. I think I triggered Unseen Ire, though. There's the damage cap again. Summon a new one of these, and of course you're doing the most obnoxious move. Oh, got him a little blitz on the side. Take that. Jerkwad. Alright. Oh. Oh, the Doppelganger cast that. Whoa! Big spike at the end, baby. Let's go. Plenty of time on the clock. Damn. Quick run, huh? 27:48. Jeez, I didn't really get offered extra chambers in Tartarus, so that'll do that, I guess. That was fun, though. It was actually spread out quite a bit, the damage. Usually you get something in the millions. I mean, Blitz obviously did really well. Stormring did really well. Stack Shock did really well. No doubts about it's there. Geez, so what was the highlight of the run? I mean, it's hard to argue with the King's Ransom run. They're very good. I try not to do them too often since you've probably seen them. Am I allowed to highlight Tipsy Shot? Am I legally allowed to? Is there anything else here that kind of surprised us in any way? Harm of the Afflicted, I will admit, I mean, it's not amazing. But I mean, 5% of a big damage build like this is actually kind of better than I would have guessed. It's actually not bad, I would say. I'm kind of surprised the Heft Blast wound up that high too. And, you know, all the electric stuff didn't just hog it all completely. I guess is the surprising thing to me. Shocking loss. No surprise there, though. I guess Eos surprised me to do this well. I guess the 6 hammers were kind of cool. Not that they were that good, but just, I mean, I guess we got 6 hammers. I guess we got 6 hammers, right? Get rid of that so I can highlight 1, 2. I can't do them all on the same page. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hammers. Kind of cool. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you are okay with the discussions too. And if you have any thoughts, make sure you let me know. If you got suggestions of your own, make sure you let me know too. Super Benny, right? Hope I was helpful in some way. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in another video.